This is Morning Motivation for Educators on the Be Podcast Network. Learn about all the shows at bepodcastnetwork.com. You'll hear from a variety of formal and informal educators who help put this podcast together. If you'd like to contribute your voice to this show, please go to morningmotivationedu.com to apply.
Welcome to Morning Motivation for Educators. I'm Danielle Nuhfer, a former teacher who knows firsthand how exhausting and overwhelming this work can be. After 20 years in the classroom and 2 bouts of burnout, I've found tools to help teachers not just survive, but thrive. Teaching Well was created to help educators like you manage stress, find balance, and reconnect with the passion that brought you to teaching. This podcast is your space to breathe, reflect, and take those small steps toward feeling more grounded and fulfilled. Your well-being is crucial to your school success, and I'm here to support you. So with that, let's begin. There were probably more days than this, but this day was the second day I almost quit teaching. There were also a few times in my much earlier years when I think I almost got fired too. If you get to know me well, I might share those very true stories someday. This day when I almost quit teaching was in early August, 11 years ago. I was deep enough into my career to think I should know better, but early enough that I was still being asked to take on far too much, and no wasn't in my vocabulary. I remember sitting on my friend's couch and telling her I just wasn't going back to school. I wasn't going to quit. I didn't yet know how to speak up for myself. I just wanted to run away and never come back. It felt like at that moment there were only 2 options, to stay or to go. No middle ground. It was honestly only early August, but the overwhelm and anxiety were already so real I could barely breathe. And when you can't breathe, when you're paralyzed by all the extra responsibilities before the school year even starts, teaching the kids you were hired to teach feels nearly impossible. My brain went straight into fight or flight mode. I was frozen, and then I wanted to flee. My friend walked me through some other middle-of-the-road options, things I couldn't yet see for myself. She showed me how I could advocate for what I needed and still keep the career I had worked so hard to build. And I didn't quit. Not that day. That moment became a turning point, a time to evaluate what was possible for me to do and what I needed to give back. It didn't change overnight, but the shift began, and the years that followed were some of my best. 9 years later, I transitioned into a new role where I now work with teachers to support them the same way my friends supported me. So if you're feeling like I did over a decade ago, I hear you. I see you. I've been there. There's no shame, and there are options besides burning it all down and starting over. If quitting has ever crossed your mind before you've even written your first lesson plan this school year, I have an invitation for you. I want to invite you to get on the wait list for Meet the Mess with Mindfulness. You'll be the first to know when the doors open in September, and you'll be the first in line for the tools, perspective, and support that completely will change how you experience the school year. I'm not going to promise that everyone who works through this decides to stay a teacher, but I can promise that if you do this work, you'll walk away with an immense amount of clarity about your next steps. And that's a gift only you can give yourself. Thanks for joining me today. If you're ready to dive deeper into your well-being, get on the wait list for the training, Meet the Mess with Mindfulness. Find links for this and other ways we can work together in the show notes and at teachingwell.life. Remember, caring for yourself is the best way to care for your students.
Thanks for listening. And whatever role you have in education, we have a podcast for you at bepodcastnetwork.com. Who among your friends and colleagues needs to hear this message today? Please share it with them right now.